Hello. My name is Alan and today I would like to present my book talk. My book talk isn't about a book but rather a series of books. The series is called The Giver Quartet. I chose this series because it talks about government corruption and has many deep topics. The books are so closely intertwined that I couldn't present one by itself. The books in this quartet are as follows: Giver, Gathering Blue, Messenger, and Sun. Let us start with The Giver. The Giver is the first book in the quartet. The main character is Jonas. He was assigned to be the next receiver of memory. The receiver held all of the power and knowledge of the community. Jonas quickly realized this and made a plan to return all of the knowledge to the people. He did this with the help of his gift called Seeing Beyond. He also grabbed a baby named Gabriel in the process who he thought might had a gift. You may ask, why is this important? Well, this is important because of the community's time and frame. This community came probably a millennium after out time. People had worn themselves to the brink of destruction. Because of this, many communities rose and decided to make peace. One of which was Jonas's community. The people had no say in how they are governed. In fact, they take a pill to relieve emotions and feelings. That is why the people cannot love. Their children are produced like products and they eat no meat except for fish. Their things are quote-unquote organized and they were shielded from books. The people know nothing. The leaders know nothing. Only the giver and Jonas know knowledge. Next up to the series is Gathering Blue. The main character is Kira. Their three dynamic characters are Matt, Thomas, and Joe. Kira is a very important threader in the community and her powers were held captive by the government who was corrupt. The government lies about these things called beasts. Kira's father Christopher was assassinated by Jameson, one of the Guardians, and lived to come back to tell the tale. Kira's mother was poisoned by the community. Why would they do this? They wanted Kira's power captive. The same happened to Thomas and Joe. During the annual gathering song ceremony, she notices the singer's feet were bound by chains. Kira was not free. She was bound to the limits the Guardians set for her. When Matt comes back after a long trip actually finding the plant needed to dye blue, Kira met her long-lost father who told her of the treachery of Jameson. Matt runs off with Christopher to the village of healing described in the next book. Third one to the series is Messenger. Now Matt from Gathering Blue has grown up to a teenager and is in the village of healing with Christopher, Kira's dad, and Jonas from Giver. He is in the village of healing where everyone helps each other. Those who have lost something now have an extra to depend on. Matty is tasked with retrieving Kira from the village where he grew up. But there is one problem. An evil force within the village has been corrupting the village. He also corrupted the force that surrounds the village. Matty got to the village where he grew up quickly and stayed the night. Then after the next morning, the two departed for the village of healing. Along the way, Tradesmaster, the evil force, nearly destroys both of them. Then, Jonas came out to find Kira and Kira's gift, Thread of the Future, met in the middle. Matty's gift of the healing combated Tradesmaster and vanquished him, but it cost him his life.
Sun is the final book in the series. The main character is Claire who grew up in the same community as Jonas. She was first a birth mother. This means she was responsible for producing babies. That is messed up. After an incident where she couldn't give birth anymore, she was relocated to the fish hatchery. During working at the fish hatchery, she starts to think of her product. She learned defective and dead fish would be thrown away. She wondered if the same would happen to her son. But the person who told her that the product she produced was fine. One day when she was on a boat for a business when a terrible hurricane had started. She was thrown overboard and was washed up on this little village. She quickly regained her strength and having mild amnesia, quickly discovered the truths of who she was. She also was exposed to colors for the first time ever. Having remembered that she had produced a baby boy, she set out to find him. Along the way, she bumped into tradesmaster and asked if it could help find her son. He did it, but for the price of Claire's youth. Claire did eventually find her son, but her youth was gone and she was going to die soon. The irony is that Gabe, her product, was also seeking her. Then tradesmaster came back again to terrorize the village. Only Gabe with his power of veering could save the village of healing. Gabe figured out what the tradesmaster's weakness was and killed him. So how are these books connected? Well, I will tell you. In each of the books, there is a character with a gift in each of these books. The person with the gift is always combating evil. For example, Maddie from Messenger has the healing touch and combats tradesmaster. The Giver and Gathering Blue have many events that explains Messenger. Sun is the book that links all three previous books together. The characters from the first three gifted people from the first are mentioned all in the final book. There is also a lot of government corruption within the books. For Jonas, it is the way they are governed. For Kira, it is how the government lies. Another topic is that the government from Jonas's government does not allow puberty. They control it very strictly, forcing you to take a pill to relieve the emotions towards others. Other topics include very deep symbolism that some of it even I don't understand.